So today I thought I'd share with you about the Irish Spring Deodorant Soap as a deterrent for the deer eating this tree. Trees like this little eastern red cedar tree. But there are other claims about deodorant soap. When you put it outside, it's supposed to keep skunks away, fox away, rodents away, bunnies, and everything else. Well, I'm going to put that to the test. I like to do things through direct observation. So here we have it. This is my bar of soap hanging on my little cedar tree, and who shows up? A skunk. You might notice that my bar of soap is held on there by a zip tie. Look how many zip ties there are. 2. That's because the last time I put a bar of deodorant soap up here, something came and chewed it until it tore it off of that zip tie and ran away with it. Well, now we have our answer. It's a skunk. We have lots of skunks around the area, and this one seems to like to eat soap. They have terrible eyesight. They're nocturnal, predominantly, when they hunt things out. And they have a great sense of smell, so I'm told. I don't know if you've ever smelled a bar of this Irish Spring Deodorant Soap, but the scent is really strong. So I figured, well, that scent would be troubling to a lot of animals. Why would they want to be around something that smells so strong, unless you're already an animal like a skunk that generates its own smell that tends to be pretty strong? Look at the chunks of soap falling down the front of its chest. Now these things eat my honeybees, so I've had to deal with that, but they also do a lot of good. They're omnivores, and I guess this proves it. Not only do they eat rodents, they'll dig out wasps out of the ground. They do a lot of good. They eat up dead bees on the ground, but apparently we can add to that list Irish Spring Deodorant Soap bars. Now, obviously, if I'd put this piece of soap higher on a tree, well, this little tree, I didn't have that option because it's only about 1.5 feet tall, thanks to the deer destroying it. So this is the bar of soap that's closest to the ground. Skunks can't really climb trees. So this one was accessible. But what was funny to me is how desperate this little skunk was to eat as much of this soap as it can. Now, it comes to it every single night. Some people say the soap has to be fresh, that it wears out after a couple of weeks. Well, this bar of soap is only 2 days old. It stinks. I mean, I can smell it downwind from quite a distance. But we're going to show you some interesting side behaviors here, too. This is happening at nighttime, obviously. It's 2:30 in the morning. Skunks roaming around. But what I really thought was funny is how serious the skunk is about getting it. I mean, the skunk could be off eating anything it wants. This is November 20th. So things are cooling down, but this was an unseasonably warm night in the 50s. Now, where do you think the skunk wants to take the soap anyway? What possible nutritional value could it have? But one thing for sure that this video satisfies is that Irish Spring Deodorant Soap is not going to deter a skunk. We've also had them laying around in bee sheds and storage areas to see if it would keep mice and things like that away. Let me just put it politely. You could actually use bits of Irish Spring Deodorant Soap to attract them to your live catch traps. But the best part is when skunks chew, they make a lot of noise. This one has rustled the leaves around. It's chewing noisily on this bar of soap. Well, whose attention do you think that's going to get? Something that the skunk doesn't necessarily want to share its food with. But if you have rude manners, if you chew with your mouth open, like this skunk does, you're about to be heard by something else. What's that? Nothing. Just goes back to chewing the soap. Happily munching away. Smelling good. Wait, what is that? A fox. He's going to chase that fox out of there. See those eyes? That's a fox trotting by. There goes a skunk. Nobody messes with a skunk or comes between the skunk and its bar of Irish Spring Deodorant Soap. Let's get out of here. Fox trots by again. Just want to see what you're eating. Get out of here. Have you ever seen a skunk chase a fox away? Have you ever seen an animal as casual as the fox who doesn't seem to be at all alarmed that a skunk could spray it? The effective squirting range of a skunk is 10 feet, people. Well, later the skunk left, so the fox decided to come and check it out. What's all the fuss about? What's up with this bar of stuff hanging on this tree? I'm going to eat some of that. Give it a couple good bites. Maybe I can get it off of there. It should. That didn't taste right. What the heck? Give it another bite. Get a little piece off. Ow. That doesn't taste right at all. It's the kind of thing you'd be forced to eat if you used a curse word. I'll rub my face in this grass and get that off of there so it's pretty clear. Even though skunks make it look like it tastes really good, from a fox perspective, nah, he takes a pass. So does it deter skunks? No. Irish Spring Deodorant Soap will not deter skunks, fox, mice, rats, or bunnies. Maybe it works on deer. Here's a big white-tailed deer coming up, the one that caused all the damage in the first place. Sniffs the soap, but doesn't chew the tree. So it might still work on deer. It definitely doesn't work on other things so far. Thanks for watching.